Hey, what's up? It's your girl Now. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can start your very own hair care brand for just under $100. Using supplies from Amazon, I'm going to show you guys how you can make a hair growth oil, a moisturizing hair butter, and a deep conditioner, all for $100. So if this video interests you, you already know what to do. Go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into it. Okay, so step number one, before we get into ordering our supplies off Amazon, you want to pick your hero products. When you're starting your hair care brand, I recommend picking out products that you are most interested in selling as opposed to trying to sell every single hair care product that you can think of. So that's why we're doing these three. The first one, like I said, we're going to do is a hair growth oil. The second one is going to be a moisturizing hair butter. And then third, we're going to create a deep conditioner. Based on the way that I've done my calculations, each product is going to cost you about $30 or so to make, which is going to leave us just under $100, or if not, right at $100. And with being able to sell everything for $15 to $20 each, you really do have a high chance of having a really good profit margin. So I'll show you all that in the video. But now that you've picked out your three hero products, let's move on to our Amazon supply list. I'm going to record my screen over here so that you guys can watch along. And yeah, we're going to get right into ordering our inventory. So first up, let's start with our hair growth oil. This was one of the first hair care products that I started when I was selling my own skincare and hair care products. Hair growth oils are really easy to make, and I'll show you exactly how. Let's get on Amazon. As you guys can see, we're going to look for a 12-pack of 2-ounce glass amber dropper bottles. Let's see if we can find some of those. Now we're going to be using things that are a little bit small because we want to make sure that we stay within our budget. But this is it'll be okay because eventually you'll be able to have like a larger quantity of your oil, so like 4 ounces. So you can call this a travel hair growth oil. Let's see, we need dropper bottles. Alright, let's see what comes up. Okay, so I do see a 4-pack for $8. That's cool. Another 4-pack for $7. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But check this one out. I got 12 of them 2-ounce glass dropper bottles with the glass droppers for $10, y'all. That's a steal. So we're going to go ahead and add this one to our cart. That's not too bad. Now, if you don't want to use amber, obviously you can go and do the same thing with clear jars. So I'll show you that as well. So let's just remove amber from the search box, and then we'll just look for like clear regular glass dropper bottles. I think amber is supposed to protect some of the ingredients that you're using when you're making a hair growth product so that things don't go bad or they don't get affected by the light. But if you wanted to, you could always go ahead and do clear glass or black or blue. There's plenty of colors, but amber and clear is what I highly recommend. Same thing right here. You have a 12-pack of 2-ounce glass jars, but now they're $12 as opposed to $10. So you're going to be spending $2 more, which is really not bad. That's still under $15 for your bottles. That's not bad at all. Okay, next, now that we got our jars, now we need the oils that we want to use. So I do recommend doing your research on what oils you want to put in your hair growth product. There are so many different variations of what other oils will do and the properties and the growth properties that each different oil has. So I highly recommend doing your own research to determine which oil you're going to use. But from my research and what I was using, I did a castor oil. So we're looking for castor oil. There's avocado oil, there is grapeseed oil, there's sunflower oil, there's all types of oils, jojoba oil. So you can look that up and find out which one you want to use. So we're looking for about 16 ounces of oil. Let's see if we can get this pretty fairly priced. Let's see. Okay. Castor oil is expensive though, I will tell you that. But I do see a 16-ounce blend right here for $10. Not bad. Let's see if we can go. Okay, 16 ounces for $9. So that seems about the budget that we're trying to spend. $8 to $9, maybe $10. You can keep going and see the other prices. But let's say we did jojoba oil. Just for example purposes, I'll show you. Different oils have very different prices. Like vitamin E oil, I know is super expensive, but it's so good for our skin. It's very expensive though. It's a really rich, nutrient-rich oil. Jojoba oil. If we were trying to get 16 ounces, let's see. Okay, that's 8 ounces for 10. See, that's 16 for 15. 16 ounces for $15. It's still not bad because we want to spend under $15. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that each product only costs us $30 to make. Okay, we are balling on the budget. Alright, so we're going to go back and get that castor oil that I just had. There were 16 ounces for, I think. Okay, so next, Next, you would want to get another carrier oil. So if you wanted to mix jojoba oil in there, you could. Okay, so this is totally up to your discrepancy, you guys. If you want to mix oils, like I said, you're more than welcome to. You do not have to. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to skip out on adding a second oil. We're just going to stick with our castor oil, especially because it's just a 2-ounce bottle. Now we're going to get like some sort of essential oil. If you want to, you can do like peppermint or rosemary. I like rosemary. Let's do rosemary essential oil for hair growth. Don't quote me on what exactly it is about rosemary, but rosemary anything, especially if you were like double boiling your oils or something like that, or making your conditioner with a rosemary. Rosemary really works for your hair growth. It stimulates your hair follicles. It opens up your pore. It opens up everything in your scalp. So it's really conducive for hair growth. But let's go ahead and get like a small little dropper, because you just want drops. It's essential oil. You don't want to use a whole lot. Okay, so we'll use this mini bottle. It's 0.33 fluid ounces, and it's only $6. So we'll use that one. You could do 2 oils if you wanted to. We're just going to make it simple and stick to the one. And now you need funnels and pipettes. That's going to help you to be able to pour your oils into your dropper bottles. So let's look up funnels and pipettes. You can just get a little cheap pack. It should be able to. Yep. Or, okay, dropper bottles. Okay, we want something like this. Okay, or a funnel set like that. There's 2 of them. But here we go. Look, that's funnels and pipettes for mini bottles. Okay, yeah, filling cosmetics. Perfect. That's $7. We're adding it to the cart. Now, basically what you're going to do when you go to make your hair growth oil is you're going to mix your castor oil with your essential oil. You will shake it, and then you'll use your funnels and your pipettes to bottle it up. And so if you make 12 bottles and sell them at $15 each, that's already $180 in revenue just from 12 hair growth oils, okay? So you've already, off of what cost us less than $30 to make, okay? So you already profited plenty. So now that we made our hair growth oil, let's move on to making our moisturizing hair butter, okay? So again, we're going to spend about $35 for this. Let's first go ahead and get some unrefined shea butter. I'm sorry, unrefined shea butter is more like organic, I think. So we're going to use unrefined, so it's in its pure state. Let's see if we can get 2 pounds. Come on, 2 pounds. That's 1 pound. I need us to be able to get 2 pounds of butter for at least $12. Okay, so let's keep scrolling. Alright, that's 1 pound for $12. Not too bad. Let's add this into the cart. Alright, now that we've got our butter, let's go ahead and get an oil. I like using coconut oil in my hair. You don't have to use this one. Like I said, you guys, you can do your research on what oil you want to use for your products. But I would use coconut oil. And you only need a little bit, so 16 ounces should do you fine. We need 16 ounces of coconut oil. Okay, here's 16 ounces for $10. I bet you I could do better. Or not. Nope, I think that's our best bet right there. Okay, so we're going to go with this brand, Handcraft Blend. So we're going to do 16 ounces for $10. Now we just need essential oil. So you can put like vanilla or lavender essential oil into your moisturizing hair butter to give it like a nice scent. You want it to smell nice when you put it in your hair. So I don't really like lavender, but I can do a vanilla essential oil. Vanilla essential oil, it's going to make it smell so nice. When you mix it in with the shea butter and your oils, it's blended beautifully together. This takes your product from here to here. Now you can opt out of this option. Like I said, some of these things are optional, you guys, because your formulation is going to be your formulation, and however you're trying to customize and create your products is going to basically be about what type of, I guess, what are you trying to get out of your product. So if you just want your moisturizing butter to moisturize the hair, you can do something like this. But if you wanted to, you know, like treat dry scalp or something like that, maybe like a peppermint or another essential oil would be better for you. But like I said, everything is open to your own discretion. Okay, let's see. We got vanilla essential oil right here. Boom, $7. Okay, almost done. Now, y'all, we've got everything that we need to put in our hair butters, but how about we package them up? So let's see if we can get some 8-ounce. Actually, we can do 4-ounce plastic jars. 4-ounce or 8-ounce. I like 8-ounce because 8-ounce is big. And we got to think that you're applying this to your hair, so you do want to have plenty. Okay, 8-ounce plastic jars. Let's see. If we can get a pack of 12, that would be ideal. Okay, sorry about that. My camera died, so we're resorting to a voiceover. But anyway, I found this 12-pack of plastic jars with lids for about $15. That's 8-ounce jars. I'm like, okay, this is not too bad. You can flip through and you can search for different lids if you like white lids or you like clear lids. I see some clear lids over there for $13. That's totally up to you. One thing I will say is packaging is key, and whatever you start with, you want to make it consistent. So if you're using dropper bottles with black tops, you want to make sure that your jars with lids are also having black tops, or if it's white, you know, make sure it matches with your bottles as well. So try to make everything cohesive. But next, we need a hand mixer so that we can actually whip our butters. Hand mixers is actually going to take us a little bit over budget, but that's okay. The hand mixer is absolutely necessary because trying to hand whip shea butter is so difficult. Even once you double boil it, you want it to get that fluffy texture to it, and you want it to be easy for your customer to apply to their hair. So you can get like a $15 hand mixer. If you guys need a tutorial on how to make shea butter or whip shea butter, comment that down below. I do have a video, or I can show you guys how you can make your own shea butter. But yeah, get yourself a hand mixer that you can actually whip your butters with. I don't recommend using like a whisk or anything, or trying to do it by hand. You need something electric. So let's add that to the cart. So we're at about $93 right now, and that is without tax. So lastly, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have some labels that we can put onto our bottles and our jars. There are so many different labels that you can use for bottles and jars. I recommend getting something waterproof. That way you know that your ink will not smudge or smear over on your product. You want everything to maintain professionalism. So hair care products and like body products, I recommend using waterproof labeling for. There are so many different types of labels, you guys. You can sit here and scroll for days. There are labels where you could hand write on them, and there are labels where you can load them into your printer and get them printed on. Or if you have a thermal ink printer, you can use that as well. I'm looking for some labels that we can just put into our printer, design on Canva, and print out. These, I think you will have to like write on it. I don't really want that. I want something that you can print on, because I want you to be able to put your logo on all of your hair care bottles. So let's see. Okay, I found these right here, these 2-inch circles. This is looking like what it's going to be. There's 240 circle labels, so you have plenty, okay? They're waterproof, they're labeled, they're circled, so you can put them on the lid of your jar and on the front of your bottles. They work for both. That's about $10, and that takes us just over $100 into our budget, you guys. Okay, so we just wrapped up our shopping, and because of the way that Amazon's pricing is, as well as charging tax for things, you guys, we were only able to make 2 out of the 3 products. So I guess if you wanted to, you could choose 2 out of those 3 different products that I was talking about. You could do your hair growth oil, your moisturizing hair butter, or you can do a deep conditioner and a hair growth oil, or you can just do one of the products and make more of them. So you can play around with this and make sure you're doing whatever fits best for your business and your budget. I am going to be filming a part 2 to this video, because I realized that hair care businesses are something that you guys are really interested in. I want to make sure that I go more in depth on how to brand your hair care business, how to package up your products, and how to actually make some of this stuff. So whatever you need to shop for, all those links are going to be down below in the description box, you guys. If you have any questions or any comments or anything like that about this video, please go ahead and let me know below in the comment section. If you need something else that I can help you with, also let me know that. Don't forget that my consultations are available. My calendar is open. If you want to get on it and talk about planning your business, head to my description box to find my links to go ahead and book your consultation. But once you make all of your products, we'll talk about how to promote, how to market, how to brand, and how to package. So stay tuned for part 2. Get this video to 100 likes and I'll go ahead and drop part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Peace.